welcome back to Let's Nuzlocke FireRed version. If you're not familiar with the Pokemon series, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm kind of running off at the mouth here. So, last time, I got Leafy, my Bulbasaur, a Pidgey, and a freaking Kakuna. So, we're gonna go back through the Viridian Forest and try to make some progress. And hopefully not die. Alright, I'm going to try this the foolhardy way, and as I have virtually no money, not buy any antidotes. Actually, do I not have money? I have money. Never mind, let's not do this the stupid way. Because so far my luck has been relatively crappy anyway. Man, I miss the running shoes. Whoa. Okay, so that's what the L button does. Alright, so for a little background for that mysterious pause, Xenopsych is actually in the room with me, and he insists on not speaking at a reasonable human volume. So, I had to take my headset off to listen to him. Sorry about that. Let's stock up for Viridian Forest. 10 antidotes ought to be enough. And I need potions. Let's get another Pokeball while we're at it. Just go flat broke. That way if anyone beats me, they only get the satisfaction of murdering all my pets. Yeah, this is kind of the soundtrack of my childhood, so I apologize in advance if I start humming annoyingly over the course of this Let's Play. Okay, I thought you were going to fight me, but you're not. Actually, you know what? May as well start training up Gypsy here. Item, I don't know what it is. What is it? It's a potion. Those are good things to have. Alright. My first potentially lethal trainer battle. Okay. Oh man. I don't like this at all. Thank you. Random number god has shown mercy on me today. No. I might be able to make this happen. And you're already faster than me. Why are you slowing me down? Not that I'm complaining. Keep doing that. Not that. The other thing. Yes, that. Do that all day. Haha! Victory! This thing won't poison me. Which is my favorite. Yes! Alright, so my first actual trainer down. And I get to make a little bit of money. And I learned what will probably be an invaluable skill for this run. Alright. I should probably not avoid the grass. I should also probably use a potion. But this should be relatively not lethal. But as I was saying before, I should probably not avoid the grass because I really desperately need to train up my Pokemon. Especially starting off with the handicap of not having leveled up off of my first fight with Gary. Actually getting some experience points gonna definitely be valuable here. Oh, that's interesting. Watch a cute little animation of me spritzing my Pokemon. Magical dogfight number 2. Go! Alright. Bugcatcher Doug. Ooh, that thing's level is relatively high. Not a fan of that. Even a little bit. Now, Leech Seed, it's not super damaging, but it deals 1/8 of the opponent's total damage every time it activates. So, you know, in this case it's like 1 HP. But, you know, 12.5% is also not an insignificant amount. And keeping my Pokemon healthy is definitely useful at this point in the game. So that's actually a really lucky break. Not lucky, they're programmed to have these things at specific times. It's also very lucky that this thing seems to refuse to attack me. So, maybe this episode will be less disastrous than the last one. Let's hope for an encore of last time. Just string shot all day. So, I can't remember if I explained this in the last episode or not, but one of the main reasons I picked Bulbasaur as my starting Pokemon was because Bulbasaur's type is just perfect for the distribution of gym leaders throughout this game. You know, Brock and Misty are going to be pretty much cheesecake as long as I learn Vine Whip before I get there. Which for Misty it'd be almost impossible not to. Gonna switch to Audubon here real quick. Really hoping that this Kakuna only knows Harden. That's a good sign. But with the grass and poison typed Venusaur, the only gyms I'll have problems with that will have type advantage against me throughout the course of the game will be Sabrina being super effective against my poison half, and Blaine being relatively obvious later on in the game. But by then, it should be more or less a non-issue, because I should have Pokemon to deal with those threats. Big fingers crossed there, by the way. So that was my motivation for choosing Bulbasaur, also aside from the fact that of the 3 starting Pokemon, it hits its 3rd evolution at the lowest level. Just figured I would fill that quite boring fight with a little bit of dialogue there. Please learn Gust. No. You might not have noticed, but I don't exactly have an encyclopedic knowledge of this game. I was never one of those people who, like, EV trained my Pokemon or anything. I just kind of went with the flow the whole time. Actually, I might be able to get away with that. I conserve healing items. So, you know, I never got too deep into the nuts and bolts of the game, because when you start treating it like math homework instead of a game, I think it loses some of its wonder, if you will. And that's certainly not my intention for any Pokemon game. Pokemon X and Y, including the Super Training minigame, while it was ridiculously tedious and not very fun at all, allowed me to get my Pokemon into competitive shape without having to numbers all over the game that I otherwise enjoyed. And so I'm really hoping that I just attempted to Leech Seed it again. That's why. Anyway, I'm really hoping that Omega Sapphire, and I got that backwards. Anyway, the Generation 3 reboots include that mechanic. Maybe I should turn the move animations off just to make this go by a little bit faster. Yes, looks like I'm getting out of this particular battle, this particular round scot-free. And that's very fortunate. Yeah, Gypsy leveled up. Another Caterpie. We're just gonna make this a repeat of last time. Whittle this guy down a little bit at a time. You stop that tackling. That's my line. Okay. So, that was a successful battle. My favorite, and another level up. Yes! Things just got easier, I hope. Do something a little bit risky here. Hope it pays off. Because I kinda need this Pidgey to learn a flying type move. That's gonna be so useful in the early game. So, even if I have to switch off of Audubon back to Leafy, over the course of this battle, at least I'll be getting more experience points than I would have otherwise. Yes, critical hit. That makes the grinding so much better. And I think in future episodes, I might just skip over long grinding sessions. But as I pass through areas for the first time, I'll share every agonizing step with you guys. Especially with being right on the cusp of Mount Moon. Be prepared for the pile of Zubats. So not looking forward to that. Alright. Nearly out, and I will come back for that guy. Oh, wait. Never mind, I think Nuzlocke rules are I'm not allowed to intentionally skip over trainer battles. Whoop up on this Weedle and then go back and face that bug catcher. Oh no, that's awful. Okay, I think we can still salvage this situation. Shift back to Leafy. Maybe a Leech Seed will be able to offset the effects of... What? What? Come on, random number god. Don't play with me now. Thank you so much. On one hand, while it's somewhat nerve-wracking, this is part of the fun and beauty of a Nuzlocke run, I guess. 'Cause a simple fight with a wild Weedle half my level still has the potential to go horribly wrong and just cripple the run. Oh my gosh. Why, random number god? It's just a Caterpie. Maybe we can... It shouldn't be too bad. Alright. And maybe I'll cut this in post-production. I don't have any ethers in my inventory at this point in the game. So it seems that pretty soon I'll have to start making a mad dash for the Pokemon Center in order to restore power points, so I don't have to start struggling. Alright, so before I go any farther and accidentally murder Audubon through my own negligence, and I realize I'm making things harder on myself by insisting on Gypsy to be at the front of my party, but that Kakuna really is worthless until I can get it evolved. So it needs to be where it can see some kind of action, I guess. Just a Metapod. Hopefully it doesn't know some kind of secret Metapod specific technique. Will just devastate me. But I expect to just be in for a long and drawn-out tackling away at this. Never mind. Thank you, random number god. Oh, man. Alright, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Give me another critical hit. I guess it doesn't really matter, it's just a Metapod. Yes! Gypsy grew to level 7. Woohoo! And a Caterpie. Things get more complicated now. Or not. Or not. Or not. Oh, yeah. I think I'm starting to feel good about this. probably not die horribly along with all my pets. Really? I haven't learned Gust yet? Huh. Audubon! What? The heck? I think you're my favorite ever now. You might be the master of Pokemon. I've never seen a Pokemon with a critical hit rate like this, unmodified by things like dire hits or focus energy. That's a lot of experience for this point in the game. And still have not learned Gust. Did I catch this Pidgey at too high a level? Did I miss it? Yeah, we're just gonna leave that alone. I mean, free experience points and all, but this has gone on too long. And here's the boss of Viridian Forest, apparently. Send Leafy to deal with this, so I can counteract the possible effects of a possible poisoning. Fingers crossed for that not happening, and knock on plywood. And simply because I honestly don't think Audubon has a chance in this fight. Okay, so that Vine Whip didn't really do a whole lot. Let's see how it compares to Tackle. It seems like Tackle is the better option here. I guess Weedle is Poison and Bug, I want to say. I can't remember if Weedle has its poison typing this early on, but if that's the case, it would have a 4 times resistance to grass, I think. To the exit. Yes, I've escaped. Victory dance. Yes. I don't know what that was, besides a victory dance. Still Route 2, so I can't catch a new Pokemon here. Head straight to go see my waifu, Nurse Joy. And I think this is a good place to end this episode. Next time on Let's Nuzlocke FireRed. Hopefully not dying by Brock's brutal hand. Nah, again, I'm relatively confident in Leafy's ability to handle that. So, look forward to it. Have a good one. Bye.